I'm Elise Corbin, Conservation Education Coordinator with Peter Francisco Soil and Water Conservation District. Been learning about weathering and erosion, and today we're going to use Skittles to demonstrate weathering and erosion. So I have here a little paint tray, and I'm going to go ahead and put a little water in the bottom of the paint tray, and let's pretend like that's the James River. Now here's the land, and here's the little slope down to the river. There is nothing planted along here. It's just bare soil. So I'm going to put a Skittle up here, just above the slope. I'm going to take some water, and I got this little thing called a pipette. And if you kind of squeeze on it, you can suck water up into it, and then you can squeeze on it, and you can put the water out. But let's form a hypothesis first. What is a hypothesis? So when you're doing a scientific experiment, you need to follow a scientific method, right? And a hypothesis is your best guess about what's going to happen when you do the experiment. So my hypothesis is there is nothing planted along this ditch bank. It's just bare soil. And my hypothesis is when the Skittle starts weathering, it's going to erode into the James River. Let's see if it's correct. So here we go. Remember how pretty and clean our water is down here, the James River? Now let's cause a little bit of weathering to take place by applying some water to our Skittle. And then let's see what happens. Our Skittle is breaking down due to the water, and water is the major force that causes weathering. I might need to put a little bit more slope to my, there we go. Up. The eroded material from the weathered material started eroding, and look at our river now. So let's do another experiment. Let me clean this up. We'll throw this out. And this time, we're going to plant our ditch bank with some trees or shrubs or something like that. Now you're just going to have to use your imagination, because what I'm really planting it today with is a sponge and a paper towel. And if you've been studying weathering and erosion, you've kind of been seeing how supposedly when you plant a ditch bank, it's supposed to kind of help keep the soil in place, right? The plant's roots hold the soil in place. So let's see if our hypothesis is correct this time. Will the plant's roots help hold the soil in place and do a better job at stopping the erosion? Let's find out. So here we've got our plants. Well, let's put a little bit of water in here for our James River. Let's get our Skittle out, our handy dandy pipette, and let's start causing some weathering on our Skittle, and let's see what happens if when erosion starts taking place. Do you think that our plants are going to help stop erosion? We'll do it till we get down to the white, just like we did with the other one. You can see that the paper towel, being our plant, and the sponge is starting to turn a little purple because it's gathering our supposed eroded soil. And if you look at the river, you see a little bit but you can see how much the plants actually kept the ditch bank from eroding. So, yes, our hypothesis was correct. Plants, trees, their roots hold soil in place and help stop erosion. Good job, guys.